Hi everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a general reading for the sign of Taurus. So let's go ahead and check in on the energies and see what the universe wants to tell Taurus today. All right, we have Page of Pentacles, we have Nine of Swords, we have the Moon card, we have the Six of Wands, we have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords for your opportunity. We've got the Seven of Cups for your challenge. We have the lottery card, King of Pentacles, Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and all four aces. If you're new, every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every single deck. And for me, this is the lottery card, but it's in your challenge position. So I'll get to that as we get going. All right, let's take a look around the room. The first thing I notice is we have one major arcana. That's in your near future. It's the moon. Everything else is a minor arcana. And of course, one is the lottery card. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your overall energy. We have the Page of Pentacles in your recent past, the Nine of Swords in your present energy, and the Moon in your near future. This is the Hamlet card. This is the first card out for you. To be or not to be, to act or not to act. This is the suit of Earth. It's Pentacles. He's a young page. He is not sure if he should eat from this magic cottage. He can't remember the rules. He's young. Is it poisonous? Is it beneficial? He can't remember. It's almost like he needs a mentor. He's learning, though, a lot of knowledge coming in. This is telling me that you're very inquisitive right now in these things in the earthly realm. That's going to be in relationships. That's going to be in your work, your career, retirement, finances, housing, travel, relocation. This is you going to a hobby group. This is you working on your health, your finances. You're very curious in a lot of different areas right now. I think that what I'm feeling is that this is you getting this revitalized enthusiasm to really kind of take this new assessment in your life. It's like you're looking at everything with fresh eyes. That's your recent past. I think you're kind of taking a temperature check on everything in this earthly realm that's important to you. Your present energy is the Nine of Swords. This is known as that never-ending nightmare. This is where you're over-processing in the mind. This is traditionally a card that's based on fear. This is telling me it might be some fears that are coming up, maybe fear of the unknown, fear of if I do this, will that happen or won't it happen? Whatever it is, this is you processing in the mind and it's creating fears, maybe some anxiety, guilt, shame. There's just a lot of things that are coming up for you right now, but this is that kind of fear that's unfounded. What do I mean by that? Well, it's not like there's somebody standing outside your front door ready to jump you. That is a legitimate, fear right there front and center. This is something where you're building it up in the mind. So this is about you really kind of gathering your thoughts, taking a deep breath and standing back and maybe even reassessing your thoughts. Is it really as big as I'm making it out to be? How do I shift out of this energy? Your emotions could also be triggering that a little bit. That is swords, so it's thoughts, words, and ideas, but your emotions could also be a trigger that's triggering those thoughts. Then in your near future, we have the moon. This is really talking about some uncertainty coming in. Maybe this has to do with your fears. Maybe it doesn't. But this is really talking about a lot of uncertainty coming into the future. So you're looking for clarity right now. There might be some new things that you're looking at, and the clarity just hasn't come yet. You could still be gathering a bunch of information before you make a final decision or before that aha moment shows up. You're still gathering that. Okay, let's go ahead and get clarifiers and see what's going on. We have Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Tower, the Seven of Swords, and the King of Pentacles, who's actually here twice. Let me show you. Same card, different deck. This is the lottery card. This isn't. This is just the straight King of Pentacles, and this is the traditional deck. But again, like I said, every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every single deck. Lottery card. Wow. Okay. So we're looking at your recent past. And we've got this Page of Pentacles being clarified by the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. This is you keeping your eye on the prize. And that's what I was saying. That's the assessment that's going on. We could say it's even like this. What is it that you're looking at? Represented by the structure of a home. That's part of this. This is friends, family, pets, housing, career. This is you looking at everything, and I think you're reassessing it with fresh eyes, with a lot of enthusiasm. Maybe you've decided to change a little bit of keeping your eye on the prize. What is your prize now? With friends, family, pets, housing, your car, your career, your retirement, your finances, your health. This could be you coming up with a whole new health routine. You know, maybe you want to run a marathon. Maybe you want to do the Ironman before you die, climb Mount Everest. Whatever it is, this is something where you're really taking an enthusiastic assessment of what's coming in. I think that you've kind of got this second wind, so to speak, in your life, where you're not just kind of going through the motions. You're really excited about keeping your eye on this prize, like you fine-tuned it. And then we've got this 7 of Wands. This is you standing your ground, fighting for something it is that you want. You know, it's almost like you've decided on a bucket list item and you're fighting for that. You're going to say, you know what? I am going to do this before I die or before I get too old to be able to enjoy it. Maybe you want to climb to the top of the pyramids. He's standing his ground up high. Maybe you want to do that before you get too old and, you know, your knees give out or arthritis or whatever it might be, where it's too hard to have that task at hand. Right? Depending on your age. This is you really looking at things like that in a realistic way and taking action. That's you wanting to make something special happen. Then we look at your present energy with this 9 of Swords, that never-ending nightmare, being clarified by the 3 of Pentacles and the Tower. So you've got these fears coming up. So what's interesting is that to me, these are positive cards. I always welcome the Tower. I know not everybody does. I personally do. So for me, it's a positive, and that is because it brings in a lot of revelations. I'm a believer in truth. My name is Alison. It means little truthful one. So for me, and I'm also a Virgo, I joke around about that, this is about bringing truth and wanting truth and clarity as much as you can get it. Right? So when these revelations come in, it's revealing a truth that's coming in, something that you need to see, that it teaches you a lesson in this life. Maybe something that was hidden from you, maybe something that you were ignoring red flags on. Whatever it is, this is you having those revelations, and it's releasing what no longer serves you. That's a beautiful thing. Not carrying around emotional baggage that's not doing you any good, not having people, places, things, or ideas that are around you that are not doing you any good. That could even be an old version of you. When if you've changed, but in your mind you haven't. This is you releasing that old version of you and stepping into the person that you've become, who you are now, and embracing it and being able to see it. Self-knowledge is some of the hardest knowledge to gain, and maybe that is an aspect that's coming in for you, because it's here with the 3 of Pentacles, which is quality people doing quality work in a quality environment. And that is something that is very different from having this fear. I think when the fear comes up, it's a reminder that you are releasing things that don't serve you, and you're going for quality, and maybe quality, not quantity. There's a switch that's coming in. In your recent past, you're reassessing with that Page of Pentacles. Something's being released, and quality is really coming in. And maybe it was always there, but now it's coming up to the foreground. This is one of those moments where it's quality or nothing. So this is building that really strong foundation. This can also be the card of marriage if you are looking for a long-term committed relationship, someone that is teamwork makes the dream work kind of player. because that's what you want. You don't want a marriage to be one-sided. It doesn't matter right or wrong. It's not a judgment. You want it to be a team, right? It's a helpmate situation, the ideal marriage. It's you really working together and loving each other. And that is quality, and that is a strong foundation. Releasing what no longer serves you. Then we get into your present energy of the moon. And that's, you know, that's kind of that unseen and not really having some clarity right now. And that's being clarified by the Seven of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So not having clarity, it's hard. This is the card that's saying there might be something going on behind your back. So swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. Maybe you're not seeing some gossip going on behind your back, intellectual property theft, something that's going on that, you know, this can also be the card of strategy, but this is just telling me that there is something going on behind your back because it's aspected with the moon. So I do think that it's about something that maybe you're feeling it, but you can't quite put your finger on it. And it could even be something that's being done behind your back that is adding to the ability of you not having clarity. When if somebody is trying to hide something from you and they are creating that kind of dust storm so that you really can't see it. They're kind of like deflecting. They want you to look over here when they're doing stuff over there. That's the energy. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but that is the energy of the cards. And then we have the King of Pentacles. He plans and prepares for the future. Well, it's hard to do that when you don't have the clarity, and especially if someone is maybe giving you misinformation. But that's what it is that you're trying to do. So that tells me you are working your way through it, and that will be revealed in its own time and divine timing. Whatever it is you can't see is definitely going to show itself. That tower is working with the moon. You will have these revelations coming in. It's just, it's going to work with the moon. These revelations come in, there's stuff you can't see. It's going to go right through that, and it's going to break through that type of moon energy so that you can see things and they will be revealed. You'll see, you know, again, this is a general reading. If you have something going on behind your back, it's going to reveal itself. That is your current energy, Taurus. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. We have 3 cards, and I'll get clarifiers. We have the Six of Wands, the King of Swords, and now the Queen of Swords. Wow. Talk about clarity. So first card out, Six of Wands. This is victory and success after a struggle. I think you're struggling for clarity, but this is really a little more than clarity. To me, this is about you having maybe a competition going on in your life right now, maybe overcoming some obstacles, and you come out on top. It's a victory and success as far as that goes. And I think it's kind of taking pride in a job well done. You've worked really hard, and you should be patting yourself on the back. Not necessarily a bad ego thing. It's just, you know what? When you have a win like that, celebrate it. And I think there are other people around you that see the struggle that you've gone through, and they are cheering you on. This is your support team. So that's a beautiful thing too. That could be friends, family, coworkers, strangers, maybe from a hobby group, but they know the struggle you've gone through. This could be a support group. I'm just going to say this. This could be even an AA group, right? It's just strangers maybe that are seeing the struggle you've gone through, and you're coming out on top. Then we have the King of Swords, the King of Evaluation with the Queen of Evaluation. Talk about clarity. Spirit is saying, get your clarity. You're leaving emotion out of it. I'm going to hold these 2 cards up together because they're here together, the King and Queen of Evaluation. You are really getting a lot of clarity in your life, taking in a lot of information so you can make smart, educated decisions. She is not tolerating any BS. She will really take her sword and cut someone's head off if they are not telling the truth. There's something coming in about you getting clarity and truth in your life right now. And that is really tying into that moon and to that Nine of Swords, the fear card. I have to turn my fan on. I'm having a meltdown and yeah, we won't go there today. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the clarifiers. Moving's coming soon, springtime. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands. Oh my God, we have the Queen of of Swords, I almost said Wands. Queen of Swords clarifying the King of Swords. Different deck. With the Death card, we have the Nine of Swords that's here again. A lot's going on for you. And the Page of Cups. I mean, a lot is going on for you today, Taurus. A lot of evaluation, a lot of thinking. So this victory and success after a struggle is being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. This is the card of assessment. You're really looking at all the work that you've done in your life up until this point, and you're asking yourself, is it worth it? Am I going in the right direction? Yes, no, maybe. Maybe some things are working, some things aren't. This is that time of assessment at a crossroads where you're now choosing what it is that you want to hold on to, release, the direction you want to go in, who you want to go into it with. Because I think that this victory, this win, has allowed you now to give you that space to really look at things. Because this was a win. That worked. And now you're looking at it. You want more wins. Gifts, blessings, and omens coming in to help move you on that path of winning. The universe is working with you. It's up to you to use your discernment to see these new wins coming in. You're being pushed in a direction and guided in a direction, I think, that is beneficial to you. Then we have the King of Swords being clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Death card. I love this. So the Queen of Swords is here twice. Same card, different deck. But here she's a clarifier. Couldn't think of the word. So here she's a clarifier with the Death card. Again, more clarity. Her head is above the clouds. She's got her sword of truth. And she's not tolerating any BS. And she's also looking towards your future. So you have a lot that's coming in for you in your near future. A lot of clarity coming in. That Tower is bringing all those revelations, and it really has a lot to do with the way you're thinking, the way you're seeing things, and the types of people that are in your life right now. You are, again, releasing what no longer serves you. On this table, it's set up like this. This is your present energy clarifier, and this is your guidance and advice clarifier. You have both of the cards that release. The Death card is Scorpio energy. This is you making a conscious effort to release what no longer serves you. You know what's not working. You might not know everything, but you know a significant part. If you're truly honest with yourself, you know what's not working. You know what is working. And this is you releasing what no longer serves you. You're evolving. You're moving forward in your life. And that's you not letting things hold you back. Life is short. You know, this is not a dress rehearsal. You have one life. Make the most of it. Don't procrastinate. Don't have illusions where, you know, you have like your head up your ass kind of thing, for lack of a better word, where people think, you know, it's one thing when really they're not going to get there doing it that path. They need to put some work into something and make it happen. Like it's not that moment where people are like, I'm going to be a billionaire, and they're just playing video games. It's about being realistic. Well, I can make a significant amount of money. I'm going to go to law school. I'm going to go to med school. I'm going to go and be a techie, whatever it is, whatever arena that you thrive in. It's about you being the best version of you. And when you can, you rise to the occasion, and then the universe rewards you with those finances, hopefully, right? It's not a guarantee, but you're putting your best foot forward. It's not just talking like that. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. All right. Then we have this Queen of Swords being clarified by the Nine of Swords and the Page of Cups. So this is, again, that never-ending nightmare, and that's tied to your present energy. Same card, different deck. This is the traditional card. So when their thoughts are coming up, this is fear, guilt, shame, anxiety, they start to stack on top of each other like a ladder. So then they build up, right? And they weigh you down. This is you really getting clarity on the fears that are coming up. Are they legitimate fears, or is it something from maybe a childhood trauma that's piggybacking on something that's happening now and making it elicit a fear response that really is not based in a type of reality? You know, like I said, it's not like someone's legitimately outside your door to jump you. This is something that maybe you're getting spooked or feared on that really is not a legitimate concern, and it's something that maybe you want to deal with. We have the Page of Cups. Again, this is using imagination or illusion. Maybe you're not seeing something clearly. Your emotions are getting in the way. And that could be something. He's using his creativity and his imagination, and maybe you are reading into something with your imagination. Because in this card, they show it very clearly. Your imagination is getting the better of you. He's afraid of everything. The tree is now this scary figure. The spider is bigger than it should be. The mushrooms are dangerous and scary, but he doesn't know for sure. There's eyes. You know, he starts seeing everything as being fearful. And that's his imagination reading into it. So that's something that to me is coming up here. So just have that reality check, because the moon is right above it. And that's you not having clarity. That means that you could be reading into something on an emotional level that's not really there. It's kind of like, let's say you're like, I'm going to say this because it's a great example that everybody's probably experienced. Let's say you really like someone. You know, you see this happen with teenagers. They really like someone, and because they like them so much, sometimes they can think that the other person likes them back just if they give them a smile. The other person smiles at you and you're like, oh my God, they love me too. They like me too. But that's not it. They were just smiling to be polite. It's reading into it. And I think that that's part of it, but this is fear. This is you reading into something and making it scarier than it is and over-processing in the mind. That is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to look at your opportunity and your challenge. Your opportunity is the Seven of Cups. You have a lot of choices before you, but nothing has settled. This is you choosing what is the best option for you. This is really telling me that it's choosing from the heart, but you have a lot of choices. Then we have the King of Pentacles, Hermit, all four aces in the challenge position. So is the challenge impossible? No, the challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. So you have to work hard to get to this lottery card. And I think it's because you need clarity. I think that's what it's coming down to, that revelation with the Tower card and just getting that clarity. And then you can see what's coming in. Maybe that's also you seeing what you have currently in your life in addition to building upon that. Because he plans and prepares for the future, and he has a lot of wins, but he's looking to create more. And I think that's kind of where you're at. You know, you're practical, grounded, stable, secure. But when your emotions come in and your imagination comes in and something's fear-based, it kind of pulls you away from this grounding energy. This is you going within and getting yourself centered again. This is Hermit energy, Virgo energy. So this is you doing some soul searching. Maybe having dark nights of the soul to get yourself centered again and getting that enlightenment back, which is going to be your clarity. Then this is all four aces. You're looking at that Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. That Ace of Swords is clarity. That's having epiphanies, these aha moments, having absolute clarity, seeing the truth of something as best you can, and being able to intellectualize it and maybe even communicate it. It is a victory for you to have that clarity. Then we have the Ace of Cups. That's the Ace of Love, your emotions, your intuition, your connection to Source. It's allowing you to be in that flow. When you're opening up your heart, you have an opportunity for that, because all aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings. You could have a new beginning in opening that heart up. That's going to allow you to be in that flow, attracting abundance and prosperity. And if you're looking for love, or whether it's a platonic relationship or romantic relationship, getting a pet, having a child, when you're opening up that heart, you're creating that opportunity of abundance and prosperity to come in. This new love, this new opportunity. It also allows you to have this deepening of your intuition and your spiritual connection to Source. It's a beautiful new beginning. If you've strayed from Source, this is a great time for you to go ahead and reestablish that connection. Maybe go ground yourself outside and have a conversation with Source. It's opening yourself up to that and having that experience. Then we have the Ace of Wands, out with the old, in with the new, passionate spark, a new beginning. I mean, 4 aces, that's a new beginning across the board in all aspects of your life. Out with the old, in with the new, a passionate new beginning. Well, you've got the Tower and the Death card. Out with the old, in with the new, you releasing what no longer serves you. When you release like that and on such a big scale, you create a void. Well, what do you want to do with the void? You want to fill it with love. You want to fill it with positivity. You want to fill it with something that's better than what was there, than what you released. Whether it's negative or it just doesn't serve you anymore, you're releasing it. Fill it with something beautiful, right? Take yourself out on a date, buy yourself flowers, do something special when you're doing this kind of release work. That's going to allow you to stay in this higher vibration and to attract even more abundance to you. Then we have the final ace, the Ace of Pentacles, which is this King's Ace. That is going to allow you to have a golden opportunity come in the earthly realm, in your realm. That's going to be in relationships. That's going to be in work, career, retirement, your finances, your health, your housing, getting a car, traveling, whatever it is that you're looking to achieve in this earthly realm, this tangible world. That's an opportunity coming in, and don't limit it to just one in any of those. It can be multifaceted. It can be a lot of different opportunities coming in, because that's why it's the lottery card. It's whatever it is that you're going to make of it, and you're working with divine timing. Again, and though it's in your challenge position, so why is it in the challenge position? Let's get some clarifiers for your opportunity and challenge. So for the opportunity, we have the 10 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. For the challenge, it is the 3 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, which is interesting. The very first card that was pulled, I just got the chills. The very first card that was pulled in this reading is the Page of Pentacles, and it's the last card that was pulled in this reading. Same card, different deck. This is the traditional card. How interesting. We're coming full circle. Wow. So let me get to the opportunity first. You have a lot of choices. Choose from the heart what it is that you want to do. And here we go. This is you choosing what it is that you want. This reading has, where is it? The 10 of Pentacles, which is the card everybody wants, in addition to the 10 of Cups, which is the other card everybody wants. That's the idealized life. This is happy, joyful family. This is you striving for and choosing, making a choice that will bring you happiness and joy in your life. Whatever that version is. This is you in this idealized version, reaching up and grabbing a cup down and bringing it into this reality, making your idea of happiness a reality in this earthly realm. It's a beautiful energy. You have the ability to do that. It's coming down to the choices that you are making. Remember, the universe presents you with good and bad choices. Nothing is settled. They're all swirling in this wishing wheel, excuse me. It's that choice. We have the 5 of Swords. You're going to have to choose, and there's some obstacles there. This is about you choosing very carefully. This is a 5. It's always going to be a difficult energy. This tells me that there could be some obstacles around you, but you're keeping your eye on that prize. It's a great energy. Sorry, my dogs just decided to start barking. That is your opportunity. Your challenge is the lottery card, and that is being clarified by the 3 of Wands and this Page of Pentacles. Again, first card that was pulled in this entire reading. This is you manifesting it in. For you to be able to get to this lottery card, you have to want it. But you also have to know what it is that you want. And that is something that's coming in with that opportunity. A lot of choices, it's up to you to choose it. You cannot get what you want until you know what you want. That's how it works. If you don't know what you want, the universe doesn't know how to work with you on that. It can present you with things, and that's why that 7 is there. There's a lot of things coming in, but nothing's been decided yet. This is you already knowing what it is that you want. For you to be able to tap into this magical card, it's you doing that work, going within, figuring out what it is that you want, where you want to be in your world, and then making it happen, putting it out to the universe, start manifesting it in, and watch the opportunities show up. The opportunities will come in once you figure out what it is that you want. Otherwise, what can happen is some great opportunities in this life could present themselves, but you're either not interested, you're looking in a different direction, you're not sure because you're not sure exactly what it is that you want. They look good. Maybe this one's kind of good, but you're not choosing anything because you haven't made that decision yet. That's part of what your challenge is. So that is your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everyone, but not everyone grabs it. And I do think that they are working together the way the energy is. So I look at the opportunity and the challenge as energy that is absolutely there for all Tauruses, but it's up to you to grab it. It's kind of like a wild card. It's you either grab it or you don't. It's there for you if you want it. And if you decide not to do it, that's okay too. The choice is yours. It's free will. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, as always, please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment if this, I can't talk today, and leave a comment if this resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. You know, I'm getting ready to travel in the spring, and I am taking a tally, so definitely let me know. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or messages from your loved ones or any of the other services, you can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. There you can go ahead and book your service. And what else to tell you? Oh, for the month of December, I am opening up the YouTube membership. Normally it is for paid members, but for the month of December, the month of giving, I'm opening it up to everybody on the channel so you can watch the videos that are put out in the month of December. And if you choose to join, then by all means do it. It's for the price of a cup of coffee. $4.99 is the entry level, and it just goes up from there depending on what it is you feel comfortable supporting. But if you want to be part of this awesome community, definitely consider becoming a member. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.